Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel, welcome back. Today we're reviewing episode 6 of Boku dake ga Inai Machi. Guys, the feels, So it starts with Katagiri talking a little more about her past and her whole mom and dad issues and how her dad left and how she didn't believe in her mom or she didn't believe in her parents or something, but then one day her mom was like, I can't believe I didn't believe him back then, why couldn't I just believe him? And then from then on, Katagiri was like, oh, my parents, I love them, I love you mom and stuff. And that's when she realized that her strong point was believing in people, and that's why she believes so much in Satoru. And we go back to the whole she's in a house burning down issue, and Satoru actually goes to save her, and I'm like, oh, yes, Satoru, yes. He's going to save her, and then the manager comes, and the manager's like, you can't be seen with her. Stop getting her mixed up. He's like, I'll take it from here. / I'll take all the credit for this. Excuse me? No. No. But he does. And Satoru escapes out the back. And then Satoru realizes that Katagiri actually had given him her cell phone, and he looks in it, and it's the message, and he's like, oh my gosh, she's smart. She gave me this so that I wouldn't get, more incriminating evidence against me that I'm the one who did all of this. But he does anyways. They still pin the whole fire thing on him. Rude. And he ends up remembering that he had that piece of paper that he found with his mom, and he ends up calling that number, and then he goes to see the person whose number that is, and guess who that person is? It's his mom's co-worker that we had seen in previous episode. Sawada and Satoru meet, and Sawada actually reveals that he doesn't believe that the murderer has been caught, and he even reveals what Satoru's mom had told him in the phone call, and it was that she now knows for certain that Yuki is innocent and that there's another person, but she never actually told Sawada the name, and she's like, oh, we'll meet tomorrow and we'll discuss it. And Sawada's like, oh, I should have just gotten the name from her then. And I'm like, oh, you should have. I really hate when they do that in shows, when they're on a phone with someone and they're like, this is the murderer, and then they either get killed or they're like, but I won't tell you now, I'll tell you later. And I'm like, no, just tell them now. I hate that. I hate it in shows. Oh my gosh. But it happened. So we find out that Hinazuki's death was her mom and her mom's boyfriend had actually beat her and put her in the shed, and that the mystery man had come, but the police are saying it's Yuki. So I'm going to tell you the Yuki story. So apparently Yuki had come, taken her, done some things, and while she was gone, the mom realizes that she was gone, calls Satoru's mom to ask. Mom obviously doesn't know where she is. Then Hinazuki is placed back in the shed, and obviously she's dead by morning. This is really sad. We find out those details of the supposed murder of Hinazuki by Yuki. We also find out that Hiromi is not actually a girl, which I had previously thought. Hiromi is one of Satoru's little friends. Hiromi is actually a boy who just looks a lot like a girl. And we find out that along with their town, people in another town, children were also getting abducted there, but there as well, they catch this guy and they claim that he's a murderer, and he's not. He claims that he's innocent. And we just pretty much find out that the killer is doing this, abducting these children and killing them and whatnot, and he's placing the blame on other people, and he's somehow getting away with it. And according to Satoru, he even kills Hiromi so that his name wouldn't end up in the list, or he would avoid suspicion or something. But the killer actually knew that Hiromi was a boy, but he just did so to confuse the police. So in the final list, Satoru only recognizes Yuki and Yuki's dad, and Yuki was even nailed for Hiromi's death. Evidence is found connecting Hiromi and Yuki together. Back to Katagiri for a moment, we find out that they're now assuming she's an accomplice to the whole murder. But yeah, her mom actually ends up taking her place in the hospital, and it was a really adorable, cute scene with them and all the feels. And her mom even admits that she should have gone after her dad and that Katagiri should go after Satoru. And so Katagiri does, and her mom takes her place. Oh, and Sawada actually goes to see Katagiri, but it's her mom, so not sure what happens with that. Katagiri escapes and she meets up with Satoru and they have this conversation and they're all so cute and they're talking about things and they're blushing, and of course it all has to end because the police show up. But before that, we realize that Katagiri is like, yeah, there's definitely this like creepy guy. His name is Nishizono, but his name was on the list because Satoru remembers that. And she also reveals that he's actually a city councilman, and that does not add up for Satoru, so they're still confused about the whole situation. But it's confirmed that Katagiri definitely saw his face before, and that's why she was targeted. But yeah, the police show up and oh my god, it's heartbreaking. Like, Katagiri is so heartbroken over it. She's like crying, just telling, like, pleading with him, like saying like Satoru isn't the killer, and trying to like express to Satoru as well, like she's so sorry, like they must have followed her and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh my god. And Satoru turns around and comforts her and he's like, thank you for believing in me and stuff. And then guess who's also there? The killer. Satoru turns and you see those red eyes under the umbrella and you're like, oh, it's him, it's him. And then blue butterfly appears, and that's the end of the episode. Overall, I can't deal with this show because the cliffhangers are too real. I'm like, oh, just revival, do the thing, go back in time, go. It does such an amazing job of playing with your emotions and also just dealing with these really deep and like dark subjects. These subjects are definitely very disturbing, but they present it in a way where it's not, I don't know how to explain it. You're able to watch it and not be completely turned off by the subjects that are in the show. That makes sense. I'm not saying like you just brush off like the severity of the situations in the show, but you're able to watch it without completely being turned away by the content. I hope that made sense. But this show, just amazing, beautifully written, and I'm so happy to be watching this show because it's definitely my number one of the season. So the cliffhanger. So if you liked my video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot to me and you guys are all amazing, so thank you. I make a bunch of videos a week, and bye!